Hello, adventurers of all shapes and sizes. My name is Chance. Welcome to my Spellbook, and thank you so much for tuning into the 58th episode of our Warcaster series. And today will be the day we wrap out our feat series for the moment being. I still have to round out the dragon marks, but I want to do races before I do those, or it really won't make much sense. I'm already behind in terms of things I have to do to kind of back up the feats and a couple of the spells I've done as well. So I'll get on those right away. They've been in the works for a while now. The feat series is just kind of taking the forefront. In any case, this feat we're talking about today is one of the most commonly picked feats, and to be honest, I absolutely love it. It brings builds together, and it makes classes that, while they're good, it makes them infinitely better. Today we're going to be taking a look at the one, the only Warcaster. This gorgeous feat is found in the player's handbook, and to be honest, this really does just makes multi-classing infinitely easier, and really helps out a lot of classes as well. With all that hype being said, let me take a look at the description for you. So there is a prerequisite, and that is that you have to be able to cast at least one spell, and honestly that makes sense because literally all of the benefits require spells. The description reads as followed. You have practiced casting spells in the midst of combat, learning techniques that grant you the following benefits. You have advantage on Constitution saving throws that you make to maintain your concentration on a spell when you take damage. You can perform the somatic components of spells even when you have weapons or a shield in one or both hands. When a hostile creature's movement provokes an attack from you, you can use your reaction to cast a spell at the creature rather than make an opportunity attack. The spell must have a cast time of one action and must target only that creature. Oh man, that is a mouthful and a half. Let's break that down a little bit to make a little bit more sense of it. First and foremost, advantage on Constitution saves when maintaining spells. This is absolutely incredible if you've played a wizard concentrating on a high level spell. You know what it's like when you get hit by a rogue arrow or someone sneaks up on you or you just can't move fast enough and you lose that spell for good. It sucks. This is a great way to prevent that from happening, and it's especially useful if you're planning on actually being in combat yourself. The second part, you can perform the somatic components of spells even when you have a weapons, shield, sword, both. Basically when you're carrying a sword and shield. This is incredibly useful because, believe it or not, a lot of spells have somatic components. We found out yesterday, actually, that our Eldritch Knight was using the shield spell while holding a sword, well, actually dual wielding. So, needless to say, our DM had a bone to pick with him over that. He's grabbing this feat at the next level we're going to, so it's kind of balancing out in that regard. But still, this makes a lot of builds certainly happen. This is especially true for the Bard. That is quite commonly, or Bard and Eldritch Knight, which are both fairly commonly known multi-classers, and both also have the need for sword and shield more times than not. And the third part, when a creature moves, you can cast a spell as an opportunity attack. That is fantastic. It might also be worth noting that it doesn't specify that it has to be a ranged spell attack or even a spell attack. It just must be a spell targeting that creature. So it could potentially be something like Bane, right? Something that's a debuff. And honestly, this is probably the most useful part of the feat, and it's something that I see people use the least. I think we're just got it drilled into us that attack of opportunity is an attack, but this lets you make it a spell as well. In any case, let's take a look at my personal thoughts on it. In terms of who benefits the most, it's interesting. I want to say Eldritch Knights benefited from it a ton. Druids can benefit it as well, based on their play style, but more often Bards will. In addition to that, Hexblade Warlock 1000% benefits from this. The Warlock class in general takes huge advantage of this. In addition to, the sorcerer does to some lesser degree too. All the casters do, but the warlocks especially, just because with spells like Armor of Agathis, they find themselves in combat more often than the others would. In addition to that, it's just a generally useful spell. This partners really well with Eldritch Blast as well, especially if you take Agonizing Blast and some movement-related or invocation. Then that's really good stuff there. Another good use of it would be Chill Touch would have a lot of benefit. Ray of Frost would have a lot of benefit. There's a couple cantrips I can think of off the top of my head that would really work out great for this. Even Shocking Grasp would work, remove their reaction, that'd be handy. Mind Sliver could really work. Vicious Mockery even. Kind of just, you know the culprits. In any case, if you have any crazy ideas, any cool uses, any combos, or any personal thoughts, please put them down beneath in the comment section. I really enjoy reading them, and to be honest, everyone else tuning in does as well. So that being said, without further ado, guys, have a great day, and as always, happy casting.